Hello and welcome to another episode of the Bro You Haven't podcast. Brought to you by myself, Adam Claydon. His name's Jaws Harding. And Joshua thinks he can handle his weapon well, Aitken. This week we have an espionage theme as we talk about the world-renowned spy, James Bond. Watch out for evil villains, terrifying terrorist plots, and some very questionable sexual actions from the protagonist himself. It's episode 9, everybody. Hello and welcome back. Woo! For another week.
I've been expecting you, Mr. Bond.
Mrs. Moneypenny.
Ah, Miss Moneypenny.
Miss Moneypenny. What beautiful pennies you've got.
My voice is like so croaky today, man. I've just woke up, so this is like...
Yeah, we're recording a lot earlier in the day than we usually do, so...
You say that as if it's early. It's like 12:05, but like I've literally just woke up.
12:12, or in quarantine, as we like to call, 5 a.m.
Yeah, the break of dawn, this is.
Who knows what day it is, who knows what time it is. It's just another day in Quarantine.
This will be forever known as the Josh ASMR episode.
Hey guys, I'm super tired today.
I'm really tired.
I'm so damn tired, oh my god.
But I'm right in your ear whispering, yeah.
Oh, you're giving me the spine tingles, mate. Oh.
Love that.
You're giving all our listeners a spine tingle.
Yeah, you get that for free this week.
That's what I'm here for.
What have we been up to, guys? Oh, me and JJ, we saw each other.
Yeah, me and Adam saw each other.
Yeah, you fucking bastard.
If you've caught up with our recent mini episode, you would have heard JJ running away from a wasp and me being a misogynist. So that was all good.
I'm not keen on wasps, man. I'm not keen on wasps.
I think that's the first episode I've actually listened to in a while. I tend not to listen to them because I hate the sound of my own voice.
Oh, really? No, I get that. I just try to listen to you two and ignore what I'm saying.
That's cute.
Or like when I'm listening back to it, I mouth out what I'm saying. I'm like, I've already said this.
Yeah.
Why am I saying it again?
I know all the episodes off by heart, so I sit back and listen to them for like quality, because when I'm editing and then I'm like, I can just recite it word for word.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of messages this week.
Yeah, we have. I saw one on Instagram yesterday.
Exclaiming hilarity, which is nice. So cheers, bro.
Aww. Who's that from?
Adam Lavelle.
Oh, what a legend. He's got beautiful hair.
We're yet to hear from these Americans that are listening.
We'd love to do a little collab.
With anyone. Literally with anyone.
We're hoping to get a few in the pipeline. But
yes.
If we can do a transatlantic collaboration project, that'd be pretty sick.
That would be pretty awesome, man.
That'd be legend. Wait for it. Dairy.
Legendary, baby.
Legendary.
Boys. Ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum.
I don't know what this is. We're talking about Sex in the City.
Yep.
I'm a Carrie.
I'm a
personally.
Carrie. That's the only one's name I remember.
I think there's a Samantha.
Oh, you think? Ladies and gentlemen, he thinks. He full well knows there's a Samantha.
I know there's a Samantha. And you've got Horseface, Jessica.
Horseface? Well, I hope you're not listening, Sarah Jessica Parker.
Seabiscuit leading the pack.
Yeah.
So that's her American audience. It's just Sarah Jessica Parker.
It's just her and her family.
And the cast of Sex and the City.
Do you know they're married? Do you know she's married to Matthew Broderick?
No, I did not know
Yeah.
that.
Sugar, man.
Ferris Bueller and Seabiscuit. Secretariat.
Oh, man.
I think it's more appropriate to call this Sex and the Spy.
So they saddled up and got married, eh?
The spy who
Sexed me.
had consensual sex with me, or mostly with James Bond, non-consensual sex.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We'll get to some of this later, the problematic issues of James Bond and the Me Too movement, but should we do the bits we enjoy first?
Yeah, what did you watch anyone specific? I feel like we probably all watched Daniel Craig, to be honest, but
No, my favourite James Bond is Roger Moore, so I watched Live and Let Die.
yes, the suave, sophisticated.
Yeah, he's very cool. I feel like I love him. I feel like he is the suave one. I feel like he has actual charm, whereas Sean Connery was just a fucking rapist.
Sean Connery's just a horrible, horrible, horrible person, generally.
real life.
So
If a woman's getting hysterical, then you should just give her a quick smack. Just give her a smack.
Yeah.
Have you seen that
yeah,
interview?
I've seen that one.
Yeah, I've seen that as well.
It's pretty shameful.
Very problematic.
You know, if you get the last word, and you know, thing about women, they always want to get the last word. That's what he's like. You're like, shut up, Sean. Shut the fuck up.
Sean, just give her the rest.
Is he still alive?
Sean Connery, yeah, he's still
Oh
alive.
jeez, man.
In Nicola's cupboard, pulling the strings.
I love just a Sean Connery thing. I love when I think it's one of the Robin Hood films. I can't remember what one it is, but he makes a cameo as the King of England at like the end of the film.
The irony.
But he fucking doesn't put an accent on. He's the King of England and he's like, yes, I'm the King of England.
The King of England,
You're
like.
funny as fuck. It's just like, and apparently he just refuses to do accents, really. Like, he just won't do it. Like,
That's brilliant.
He sounds a bit of a knob, doesn't he?
He was alright in Indiana Jones, though.
yeah, I liked him in Indiana Jones. Indiana.
Did they swap him in Crystal Skull?
No, they killed him off.
Oh, they killed him off. That's it.
There's just like a photo of him sitting on the desk with Salah, and then it's just hinted that they're dead.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Also, did you know that the guy that plays Gimli is the guy that plays Salah in Indiana Jones? It's the same dude.
Yeah, I did know that.
It's kind of racist if you think about it.
Okay, I watched my favourite, which is Skyfall. I love the Daniel Craig ones. It's got such a tune. They're a different type of film, the Daniel Craig ones.
Yeah, they're almost...
It's a different kind of Bond. It's more realistic.
No, he's a proper, like, rough bloke, isn't he? I think, Daniel Craig. He's not a gentleman spy at all.
Well, all the other ones, though, it's just so fucking much more far-fetched. Like, it's just this dude like, turning up to like, mad world terrorists' houses and, like, just drinking. They're just drunk most of the time.
In The Spy Who Loved Me, the villain's plan was to do the whole rapture thing. So have a world beneath the sea
Welcome to Bioshock.
instead. So that was pretty wild. Moonraker was James Bond in space.
Those ones just got a bit silly, didn't they?
What's the one with Roger Moore and there's, like, a crocodile farm at a point? It's like there's alligators around them.
Octopussy?
It might have been, it might have been.
I feel like it's Octopussy.
Yeah, the thing is with James Bond films, I never, ever, ever remember what the villain's plot is. Like, really, I just know that they're trying to do something.
Me too.
They're all trying to do the same thing, aren't they?
They're trying to do something bad. James Bond's there to stop it.
Golden Gun's a good one.
I liked Pierce Brosnan. I know there's the one where he's trying to, is it Goldfinger, and he's trying to really rob the...
Yeah, that's a pretty simple plot. He kind of just wants all the gold. Sean Connery, though. I'm not bothered about Sean Connery.
That's like the only Sean Connery one I like. I don't like Sean Connery, but I like that movie.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
No, I like Daniel Craig just because he's like a pure bruiser.
I feel like Daniel Craig is... Because of the times we were born, Daniel Craig was like... Just at that, especially the first movie, Casino Royale, it was that kind of cusp of like, oh, we're not really old enough to watch this movie, but we're gonna watch this movie, and we're gonna freaking love it because it's full of blood and...
Casino Royale's not full of blood and everything.
Casino Royale's great, man. Casino Royale, yeah, it's probably my favourite Bond, Casino Royale. The remake of, should I say the remake of Casino Royale?
It was the
'cause there is
first
an
book
original
that
one.
Ian Fleming wrote.
The reboot,
Yeah.
I think that's when they were like, hey, Bond's starting all over again.
Casino Royale was good, man. I liked that, but I feel like when I first watched it, I got so bored, like as a kid watching that.
I agree, yeah.
It's so much better. See, rewatching it
Yeah.
as an adult, man, it's so fucking good.
What was the one after Casino Royale?
Quantum of Solace.
That was the one where he tried to poison the water supply, wasn't it? That was the main villain's
Yeah,
thing.
something like that. Yeah, he's trying to cause a drought or something.
I feel like I forgot Quantum even happened. Like, I was so
Really?
caught up with...
Because it's like a direct follow-on.
Yeah,
Like, it's because
yeah.
those ones kind of have a through line, but that one's like the most direct.
Yeah, I sort of ignored Quantum and then got really excited for Skyfall. But then when I rewatched them, I was like, shit, it's actually a really good movie.
It's a really
Like,
good movie, Quantum.
Yeah, it's really good.
Spectre's a bit shit.
Well, Spectre I thought was going to be better because Spectre's the sort of terrorist organisation, isn't it? That's the one with like with like Dr. No. You know Dr. No in the Sean Connery one where he could crush anything with his hands?
And then they introduce fucking Blofeld, and then it turns out he's Bond's brother or something.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I know. It's just
It's not about that shit.
Skyfall I thought was like a return to form because it was a bit more goofy, but in a modern kind of way. Like he had half a destroyed face, and the gadgets were more down to earth, but they were still gadgets. What's your favourite Bond gadget?
I was going to ask that, man. I don't know what my favourite Bond gadget is. I think the most practical is this Bond where he has a gun that only he can shoot, where it's like finger activated.
it's the finger activated one.
Fingerprints. That's probably the most practical.
I just love his cars, man. If I had enough money to buy an Aston Martin, I'd have all of them. Like, it's so cool.
Oh, that's
I
the
love
thing.
them so much.
Are you much of a car guy, Josh? I'm not much of a car guy.
I know less than nothing about cars.
I'm not a massive car guy, but like they're just
The Bond cars are nice. I like the one he has in The Spy Who Loved Me, which is another Roger Moore one. I love Roger Moore. It's the one that goes underwater, is the one I'm on about.
Is that the one where you like they right at the end they sort of surface and they're just having sex in this car?
No,
and, like, a boat comes past.
That's in an escape. That's in an escape hatch from
it's
from
the
a
escape
boat.
pod thing, isn't it? Yeah.
It's the one. I think it's the end of Goldfinger where it's like under the big Union Jack parachute.
Yes, that's
Yes.
the one. Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan's car and Never. What's that movie called? Never
Have I ever.
Never a Day to Die.
No, never say never. And that's Justin Bieber.
Never.
Never
Getting
gonna
back together.
stop being Bond. Never again.
Never gonna stop until I make him drop and scatter the remains.
We'll go with that. That Aston Martin has in that, and it goes invisible.
Yeah, I thought that this is one of the things I thought about the Pierce Brosnan. I know, like, Roger Moore was a bit goofy. It was a good sense of humour, whereas I think the invisible car and that giant wave that he freaking wakeboards on to drop in.
Great fucking scene. Great fucking scene.
Oh no, it's dreadful. At least the stuff in the Roger Moore stuff was practical, you know? Like actually flipping a car and shit, you know?
I'm sweltering, man.
It's roasting.
Fucking warm,
I
innit?
don't know how hot it is up in Scotland, but at the moment I'm just
No,
sweating
it's-
like a bitch.
It's probably like 5-6 degrees colder than you are, but I am indeed sweating.
Really hot.
It is roasting. I'm having to have the window shut as well because obviously we're recording and otherwise
Don't
it'll
wanna-
just be like...
I mean, my mum's house is like fucking an oven at all times, but
She's always cooking. What a lady.
You've got no souls up there.
I know.
Just cold.
Just cold.
Ice cold.
Sean Caldery.
Ice cold, nowhere to go, tundra.
What about James Bond games? Let's go there.
GoldenEye's a good game.
GoldenEye's the only one I can really think of that's worth mentioning.
What, the N64 one?
I had it on the GameCube, I think.
GoldenEye? Oh, you had the
It might
remake.
have been the remake. It might have been
Yeah.
the remake, yeah.
Yeah, I had the remake.
Oddjob was the most broken character.
Yeah. It was one of those games where it was like... it was weird because it was James Bond, but that kind of set the new standard for what like a modern shooter is.
Yeah, although it was fucking... See, if you go back and play it, it's fucking shit.
I
It's
can
so
imagine.
broken, man.
But without it, you wouldn't have gone on to have your Medal of Honors, your Call of Duties and stuff like that, I don't think.
Medal of Honor.
That's a throwback, guys. I thought I'd just whack that one in.
What? Well, it was Doom and Wolfenstein, wasn't it? They were like,
Yeah, Doom and Wolfenstein were the first ones.
Doom on the PS1. Did you ever play that?
yeah.
Great fun. I love Doom on the PS1.
Old Doom.
Doom's great.
Old Doom.
Old Doom.
Fucking...
All Doom.
Old Doom.
I like... Did you ever play the Daniel Craig Xbox 360 tie-in kind of game? It was like... I can't remember what it's called. It's called like Blood something. I don't remember, but it was like canonical, the story. It was like set between a couple of the films he was in, but it was like canon,
Yeah.
weirdly. It's actually on okay. It was easy as shit. It was like super easy, but it was like quite a good game.
There was. Did it have an online mode? Because I think I remember playing one that.
I think so, yeah. I vaguely remember it having some kind of online mode, yeah. It was
And
like third person.
it was Daniel Craig's voice, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was like his face plastered onto something.
So what do you guys think about video games that are based on film series and stuff?
Well, like a tie-in.
I'm sort of thinking like that Harry Potter on the PS1 where they look like I don't know.
I'm thinking one of the only people who didn't enjoy Harry Potter on the PlayStation 1.
I liked Harry Potter.
I like the Lego Harry Potter game.
Fair enough.
Harry Potter 2, the game, was good.
Battling a Basilisk.
But the first one wasn't. Try to think of like good movie tie-ins, like ones that were movies first and then games.
I can't think of many.
Tomb Raider's a good game, but that was a game first.
That was a game first.
You don't really get many good games that become films or films that become good games.
Wanted had a game, and it was pretty good.
Never played the game.
It was a cover shooter. It was pretty good. James Bond, though, they did... Yeah, they did GoldenEye again.
Yeah, I got it on
But they
Xbox or something.
They did it on 360 and the Wii, and they replaced... They had Daniel Craig doing it instead.
What? Why didn't they just use the voices from before?
No, they remade it. They completely remade the film into a game.
Cool.
And all I could think while playing the game, all right game, not a bad game. All I could think was, oh my god, can they just remake GoldenEye with Daniel Craig? But they just did it for a video game, and it's actually his voice.
That's so weird, isn't
It's crazy.
That's really weird, yeah.
You think they just take... So it's not Daniel Craig's body, it's just his voice?
It is Daniel Craig's body
Oh,
and voice.
okay.
It's a remake of the film, but as a game with Daniel Craig.
What's the movie, because it's got a game tie-in as well, where Sean Bean's the villain. It's Pierce Brosnan, Sean Bean's the villain, and...
GoldenEye.
Is that GoldenEye? That is GoldenEye, yeah. That is GoldenEye. Yeah, GoldenEye's good. I like GoldenEye.
Yeah. They did an old GoldenEye game, and then they did another one.
Is it still Sean Bean as the villain?
No, I don't think it is. Which is strange because Sean Bean has done games before. He did Oblivion. He was Martin Septim.
Ken was actually good movie tie-in games. The Lord of the Rings games are good.
Lord of the Rings games were sick.
Universally.
Lord of the Rings Conquest.
Yeah, that's a good game. Lord of the Rings Conquest is good. You ever played War in the North? Lord of the Rings.
War in the North's
That's a great game. It's very, from memory, it's very Diablo-esque.
Yeah, it is.
That kind of top-down.
It's very RPG kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like classic RPG.
Yeah.
Classic
RPG.
There's lots of good Star Wars games. To be fair.
Yeah, no, I wasn't really thinking before I claimed that no games made from films are really good. So
It's really just films with franchises that are good for games.
Yeah, it's like Monsters Inc., the game, and stuff like that.
Well, that's purely just there to sell because they know kids will buy it.
Yeah, it's just merch.
They're walking through a game shop and they'll just go, "Oh, mommy, I want that," because that's how all kids talk.
That was the PlayStation 2. PlayStation 2 released so many bloody film games, like the B movie and shit like that. Jesus Christ.
Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, the game for the PS2. Revenge of the Sith, the game for the PS2 was banging. That was such a good fucking... That was one of the best, like, straight movie tie-in games. You know, one where you're just following the plot of the film.
I had a King Kong one that was quite good as well.
That was good. The three best ones are Revenge of the Sith, King Kong, and Return of the King for the PS2.
Return of the King was an amazing game.
Those are three really good direct movie tie-in games.
Simpsons Hit and Run.
They did a Lord of the Rings online as well. That was okay. It was like an MMO kind of thing.
Mimosa. Josh is doing the biggest yawn face I've ever seen.
You can't see it, but I'm like really stretching my leg out against the wall.
Like a cat trying to clean up downstairs.
A bit of spring cleaning.
Yeah, he's gonna have a little fur ball. Will be coughed up in a minute, guys, and we're gonna sell that on the OnlyFans, and you can have that as a little treat.
As a treat.
You never know. The next episode we record, I could be recording from fucking Cyprus.
Yes, so this is very exciting.
That's exciting.
Could be flying away.
Could.
I'm just waiting on confirmation that we're allowed to go, and then...
I feel like that's an actor's life, waiting on confirmation.
That's literally, that's it. That's my entire life, is just waiting on confirmation to do things.
Has somebody got children outside their door or something? Or in their basement?
I've got some outside my window and in my loft.
Oh, okay.
Madeline, shh!
Madeline! Oh, she's just Matilda-ing round the house and his mic starts floating away.
What's this? God damn it, I told you to turn that shit off.
That's Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito is an absolute legend.
So Danny DeVito directed that film. Didn't know that. He was the director for Matilda, yeah.
Shit. I can't believe he does Always Sunny. He's got such a good sense of humour, hasn't he?
Famously nice man.
He was in the Hercules movie as well.
Yeah, he's what's his name
Yeah.
in that? Phil. Phil's his name. That's
Phil.
such a criminally underrated film.
Yeah, he sings. He goes, "You wanna be a hero, kid? Well, whoop-de-doo."
You want to be a hero?
Criminally underrated film, Hercules. Criminally underrated.
Hercules is excellent. Some absolute bangers in that film.
Mulan's my favourite.
New film coming out for that on Disney Plus.
Yeah, but you need to pay for it. You need to pay extra for it.
Fuck that, not doing that.
Oh, do you?
You need to pay
How much?
it's your subscription plus 30 quid to watch the film.
To watch the Mulan film?
Yeah.
That is cheeky.
An extra, basically you're just
That's really cheeky.
buying it like £30, man.
Give it 30 quid. Come
It's
on.
like $29.99 or something, I saw. Might be a little bit less, but it's definitely over 25.
James Bond would probably be able to sneak into Disney and have sex with someone to get it for free.
James Bond isn't on any of the streaming services at the
Yeah,
moment.
it's not.
No.
I think I've got most of them on DVD.
Yeah, I've got Casino Royale on
Yeah,
DVD,
yeah.
that's why I watched that.
I also watched mine on DVD.
Oh, back in the old days, everybody.
Good old days on VHS tape. You ever play that game James Pond?
No.
Tell me more.
Like, I can't remember what it came out for. It might have been N64 or something like that. It's a side-scroller kind of platformer where you play as like
A frog.
a fish. You're like a goldfish with like a tuxedo on, and you're a secret agent, and it's just a platformer.
Oh, that is the best.
You know how all platformers have like an extra mechanic that makes them different.
Oh,
So
man.
the thing is,
Yeah.
like, your torso, for whatever reason, I don't understand it, because it doesn't really equate into a fish, but your torso can stretch to like any level, so like your torso can stretch like up to the ceiling, and you can like grab the ceiling and go along.
Oh my. It sounds kind of sickly.
I'm just looking at it now. There's a Game Boy Advanced game called James Pond, codename RoboCop.
Codename Robocop.
And it's a picture of a fish with a gun, with a metal suit on, and 4 penguins standing around a red car.
Golden age of gaming.
The golden age of gaming.
Does James Pond have a license to gill?
That was Wait. So in Casino Royale, he has a heart attack, doesn't he? And then
Yeah.
he's suddenly taken cyanide or something, and he and then he defibrillates himself, and then he just walks back in and fucks shit up.
Yeah.
What is he doing, man?
Yeah. Well, don't spies have to do, well, it's probably a James Bond thing, but don't they have to do like the whole get used to poison thing?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think that comes up in that film, but
Forget what
probably.
it's called.
That's probably
I forget what it's called.
like a desensitization to it or something like that, where you've got a kind of
Yeah.
an inbuilt kind of resistance.
It's a real life thing, isn't it?
Maybe.
Like some people actually do it.
like exposure therapy.
I know people do it with snake venom. People do it with snake bite
Exactly,
venom.
snake venom.
Or
People
like
do it with snake venom.
peanuts.
Where they a guy does it and lets snakes bite him.
I know he does it in Princess Bride.
Yeah, that's a good bit. I like that.
I'm not being funny. I'm still on the James Pond here. There's fucking hundreds of these games. There's so many of
Yeah,
them.
there's quite a lot. Of
This
them.
is James. This one's on the Sega Mega Drive. James Pond at the Aquatic Games. There's so many games.
Oh, we should play these.
We should. That'd be really
We'll
funny.
find an emulator.
We should have played it for this week if we'd had the
Yeah, we should have.
foresight.
Oh, man.
Foreskin. Bit of foreskin. See, if you guys had to pick any James Bond to fight, who would you pick?
To fight Sean Connery.
No, Sean Connery. You seen how tall that dude is?
How tall is he?
He's taller than me, man. He's like 6'5" or something like that.
Oh my goodness, he must be over 6 foot slightly.
6'2". I'm 6 foot. I measured myself last week. I'm 6'2".
Yeah, whatever.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you wearing your platformers?
Yeah, probably Sean Connery. He's the thinnest, I feel like.
Oh, every time Roger Moore I'm
I
picking.
think Roger Moore, you could probably smack him up one. He's just a smooth talker.
I don't know, because if you see him in Golden Gun, he's quite a fit bloke actually.
Yeah, but all the fighting Roger Moore does is like really slow. Like when you see him do it, it's like
Yeah, it's so like stylized.
Yeah, but that's just a compliment on the series, though, isn't it?
Roger Moore's an alcoholic. Sean Connery was a bodybuilder at one point.
Was he?
I know he was like Mr. Universe or something at one point.
Came third in Mr. Universe.
That was
Sean
it.
Connery.
Wow.
Oh, and so Ian Fleming, he obviously wrote the books. The first one, Casino Royale, came out in 54, I think. The first film didn't come out until 63. But when they cast Sean Connery as James Bond, Ian Fleming rewrote the whole of James Bond's backstory to make him Scottish, all that shit, because they loved him so much that they redid the whole backstory to James Bond. I thought it was pretty cool.
So that is pretty cool. So, you know.
Did you ever read those Young Bond novels?
Yeah, I did actually. I read
Weren't
that.
they
They
fantastic?
were actually pretty good, man. When he was at Eton or something.
They're really good.
I read the first one, and then it's the thing with like all the eels.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, the eels. I remember that.
The mad eels, yeah.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I read that in school though, so like my memory of it's so like frayed. I'm like,
He was like at a boarding school, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
it was at
Bond?
Eton.
Eton, that's it.
He joins a mad club and they do parkour on the roof.
Yeah, and he's with Boris Johnson and shit. And
Yeah, he's with Boris Johnson, Dominic Cummings,
yeah, Hat Mancock.
Thatcher.
Listen, James. And any bad, if you have to beat somebody up, do it 2 meters apart. Wear gloves. Put on a mask. Make sure if you shoot them, you don't get any blood on you, because then that's how the virus gets in.
That's pretty good.
James Bond, if you can work from home, work from home. If you have to go out, don't see anybody. If your enemies ask you to meet up, you should say no.
That's pretty good.
The Stormbreaker series. What about the Stormbreaker series? Do you remember those?
Yeah, I think I remember some of it.
Oh, Alex Rider.
Alex Rider. Yeah, that was like the rip-off.
There's a series on Netflix.
There was also like one movie that came
they
out.
made, they made 2 movies. The second one flopped like shit, yeah.
The first one was okay. I quite liked it as a kid. Like it was like a very like enjoyable. It was an enjoyable film to watch as a kid. You know what I mean? You're like, because that could be me.
It's opening up the world of espionage to kids so that without watching sexual harassment.
Does it bother you, right? I feel like James Bond, as a British person growing up,
He's actually Scottish.
as
Nicola, shut up.
it's unavoidable, isn't it? When people say, "Oh, I haven't seen James Bond," I'm like, not even like a bit of it when your mum or dad was cooking or whatever. No, do you know what I mean? But it was always on the telly. I feel like James Bond. I feel like ITV does a whole thing where they like twice a year they just do all the Bond films in a row.
Not to be like sexist, but I think it's more of a guy thing. Generally, the older Bonds, they're literally just like a male fantasy. Like it's literally just like what your dad wishes he was. You know what I mean? That's why older dudes watch James Bond, because they're like, I could do that. Yeah, on you go.
But mind you, like my mum really likes like Roger Moore and Pierce Brosnan and all that. Did your mum's not?
I don't know. I'll ask her now. Mum! She's not even here.
Oh, is she here? Oh man.
Adam, your mum left 30 years ago. She lives in Cuba now. Get over it.
She lives in Cuba with Sean Connery.
She left 30 years ago. I'm 22.
Getting a little smack.
I've actually got a Cuban passport because I was born there.
Your dad's actually a virgin.
He'll love to hear that in your soft tone. You say it again.
Your dad's a virgin.
Can you say it again with a bit of ASMR?
Your dad's a virgin.
And that'll be playing in your right ear right now.
Did someone have a quiz this week?
I was going to do a quiz, but then I decided against it.
Why?
Why? Because the quiz was going to be called Quotes from James Bond or Quotes from Sex Offenders. But I thought that might not be appropriate.
Why can't we do it?
Why not?
I don't understand why we can't do that.
Because I didn't...
Hang on, somebody get a James Bond quiz up on their laptop.
Whilst we're doing that, I've got a couple of James Bond chat-up lines, and I want to see...
Oh.
I've got good chat up lines, but you go first.
Okay, here we go. Let me find one.
Josh is just eating again.
ASMR.
Do you want me to ASMR it?
He prepared this food for the ASMR.
I approve your uniform. Tight in the right places. Not too many buttons.
Rolf Harris.
That one was Rolf Harris. You're right. Well done.
Can you tell what it is yet? Yes, Rolf, it's a penis.
And it's a school uniform he's talking about.
Okay, Miss Anders, I didn't recognise you with your clothes on.
Wee. That's Miss Anders. She's Scaramanga's mistress. and he's having. Hang on, I've written it down. He's having sex with Mary Goodnight, or is about to, and then she knocks.
Tess Daly's auntie.
Yeah, she knocks on the door. He hides her in a cupboard, and then has sex with Miss Anderson.
Yeah, he does. So bad.
What a world there.
Okay, another Roger Moore, because I think Roger Moore's quite problematic.
It's mental.
Roger Moore, now, put your clothes back on and I'll buy you an ice cream.
That's the Mary Goodnight.
It's the same film.
Yes. I've used similar lines to that.
My uncle still thinks I'm a virgin. That's the line before that.
Allegedly, Roger Moore quit after A View to Kill because he learned that the mother of the Bond girl was younger than he was. So he quit because the ladies were too young, is what he's saying. He's trying to cover his tracks there, isn't it?
He's been on Loose Women loads, Roger Moore.
Yeah, he's been on a lot of loose women.
Pussy galore.
Yeah.
Pussy galore.
Now there's a lot of issues with that.
Oh, yeah. It's the most blatant.
I forget this Bond's name. He was only in 2 Bond films. It's the one where
Timothy Dalton.
No, that one.
Not Timothy Dalton, the other one. Timothy Dalton was quite dark. I remember him being quite dark.
George something.
George something. Yeah, him. In one of his movies, there's a woman like feeling up the inside of his leg, and he's at a dinner table. He's wearing a kilt at the time.
Love that.
I love that. And this woman from across the table goes, "How are you feeling, Mr. Bond?" And he goes, "I'm a bit stiff."
Great. 3/4 of James Bond's female partners who he sleeps with try to kill him in the next scene.
Whoa.
Yeah. So actually, they're spies as well. They're pulling some villanelle stuff.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
I've had some experiences like that.
The naked man thing from How I Met Your Mother. You walk in and like the person's just naked in your house, and then like they work out the 2 out of 3 times that you end up sleeping with them if they're just you walk in they're naked. Barney does it.
Oh.
Of course, Barney does it.
Of course Barney does it.
But then so does Robin. Robin does it as well, and she sleeps with a guy and had a great time. So there we go. Sex is good. Sex is great, but always.
Always give consent, Sean Connery.
Always avoid Sean Connery.
It's when he's with Pussy Galore, isn't he? And he like freaking
Yeah.
he like pins her down, and it's awful. If you rewatch the scene, it's horrible.
It's pretty violent.
Yeah, which is why I think at least Roger Moore, he is a bit more charming.
It's just a bit softer.
He's a bit more boyishly naughty. He's not very like whereas Sean Connery is a full on.
And we're getting
Just say
cancelled,
that.
everybody. We're getting cancelled.
He's boyishly
No,
naughty.
but it's still bad.
He's been truanting school a little bit.
That's why I would rather fight Roger Moore.
I might go for George, whatever his name is. He's so forgettable, isn't he?
Lazenby? George Lazenby?
Lazenby, that's it, George Lazenby.
Lazenby, that's it.
The worst of the Bonds.
On Her Majesty's Secret Service, and then Her Majesty got rid of him.
Because he sucked ass.
How long you been preparing that joke for, Adam? Her Majesty's Secret Service, and then Her Majesty got rid of him.
Classic, bro, you haven't.
Off the cuff, Claydon.
Right, someone Google a quiz. Because we can't have an episode without a quiz.
I'm doing it. Okay? Just wait.
Man in the chair, Adam Claydon.
Right, I want to take part.
Adam, you'd be Q.
Here.
Josh, you can be M. I'll be James Bond.
The official James Bond quiz. What was the first Bond film?
Dr. No.
I thought it was Casino Royale.
It's Dr. No. First book's Casino Royale, so that's 1 point to JJ.
Ah, that's it.
Who was the first actor to play M?
Oh.
M. It's the dude. It's a guy.
It is a guy.
Don't know.
Ian
No,
McKellen.
unfortunately not. JJ, have you got a guess?
No, I got. Marlon Brando. I know he's American, but
Bernard Lee.
Don't know him. Never met him.
Which was the first Bond film to star Piers Brosnan?
That's the one I was saying. Never.
A License to Kill.
No, it's not License to Kill. Never Gonna Never Stop. No.
Never Gonna Never Stop, the musical.
Is it Die Another Day?
It is, in fact, GoldenEye.
Oh, bloody hell, we've been talking about that loads.
Okay, which is the title of the 23rd Bond film? Okay, you've actually got... This is multiple choice, this one. This is pretty funny. Okay, which is the title of the 23rd Bond film? Sky Scream? Bullet the Blue Sky? Or Skyfall?
Bullet Blue Sky, obviously.
Oh, fuck, man.
Bullet Blue Sky! It's the classic James Bond film! Bullet Blue Sky!
I'm going to go with Skyfall for this one, but I'm not 100%.
Oh, it is...
Skyfall.
It's Skyfall! Wow, okay.
Thank God, that's a point in the table for me.
How is Major Boothroyd better known?
Oh.
Booty Royd? I don't know.
Yeah, Booty McBooty.
How about, what's his name? Goldfinger.
Nope.
No, it's that guy who, like, tries to kill Bond, isn't it? Well, everyone. But I mean, he's that huge German guy, isn't he?
It's Q.
It's Q.
It's Q.
Oh, was it Q? Oh, okay.
Which Bond film is set primarily in Japan? This was the anime one.
It's the anime one. Bakure, James Bond.
That's it.
James Bond the Puncher.
Avatar: The Legend of Bond.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Which is, by the way, speaking of Avatar, I've nearly finished it, and I'm so
It's good,
excited.
isn't it?
So fucking
It's
good.
American. It's not Japanese.
Yeah, I know. But it's got that anime style.
Yeah.
Is it
Austin Powers 3.
License to Kill? I'm just going to guess that one
Nope.
again.
The Spy Who Loved Me.
You only live twice.
I knew it was something about dying.
SPECTRE stands for Special Executive for Counterintelligence, Terrorism, Revenge, and what? These are the three answers. Extinction, Extortion, Examination.
Extinction.
Extortion.
It was extortion!
Oh, man.
Yay! My original guess was going to be eggs, but...
Alright, so we both got one wrong out of the ones we haven't got wrong.
Which film featured London's Millennium Dome? Quantum of Solace? I mean, this is easy, because Quantum of Solace is the only one that's been made this century. So, that's that one. Click, sorry.
Quantum of Solace.
Oh, no, it wasn't!
Oh, what was it?
Fucking
Because
idiot.
the world is not enough.
Oh, that's a Pierce Brosnan.
That's a Pierce Brosnan.
I'm joking.
We'll just
I
sweep
do
that
like
one
Pierce.
under the carpet.
I like him too. It's just Roger Moore's my favourite.
What is Moonraker?
A satellite.
Satellite.
Well,
Like a space station satellite.
it's either a shuttle, a laser telescope, or a plan to bomb the moon.
Laser telescope.
Laser telescope.
Space shuttle.
Oh, sorry, I got confused because they have all laser guns inside the Moonraker. They actually do.
Because it's space. You can't not be in space. And you can't use bullets in space. Literally, you can't.
Okay, we'll do one more.
Yes.
Blech. Okay, who sang the title theme for Diamonds Are Forever?
Fucking, what's her name?
Aretha Franklin?
It always reminds me of Licorice, but I can't remember what the name is. Oh, I know this. Begins with B, I think. But
You might be close.
Shirley Bassey.
Shirley Bassey, indeed.
Shirley Bassey.
Oh, nice.
Because it's like Bassett's Licorice. That's why it reminds me of that.
Oh, sugar, battery level low. Oh, let me just grab my...
Right, with-
JJ. And whilst JJ's finding his charger, Josh, can you give us some ASMR?
Hold on, I've got... So this is scrambled egg, for anyone I'm wondering.
Yes.
You like that? Huh?
Okay, what's your favourite James Bond theme tune?
Oh, that's a good question.
Out of the songs, I thought you meant like, because I was like, there only is one. I really like fucking, I'd probably say Diamonds Are Forever is my favourite, but I really like the Chris Cornell one, like, you know my name. Fuck, you know that.
Yeah, I like that
That's
one.
a
Yeah.
good song.
Oh, that is a good one.
It's between Diamonds Are Forever and Live and Let Die.
Oh,
Live and let die.
Bow, bow. Live and let die. Da-na-na. Na-na-na. Na-na-na.
Scababoo, babadoo,
Scooba
babo.
bop, scooty bop, ba cha cha. Zip bop bop, doobity boop, bop bop, ba doody boo.
Do you know, while I was in Greece last year, the end of like season party was Bond
Oh,
themed.
amazing.
And our like troop, our group got asked to like like sing as people were coming in, like Bond songs. So we picked one each, but I couldn't find one that was like a male one that like fit in my range. Could not find one. So I ended up doing fucking Cry Me a River by Michael Bublé because it kind of sounds like it could be a Bond song.
Nice.
Bum 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 bum.
Bum. Did that.
Good.
But you know, you ever heard is it Thunderball? The one Tom Jones sang the theme tune for.
Yeah.
It hits a pure high note at the end and like proper sustains it. Do you know when he did that in the booth, he passed out after he'd had the note. He full on passed
Tom
out.
Jones.
Whoa.
On the floor.
Tom Jones has got one hell of a voice.
Oh, he's brilliant. Tom Jones is amazing.
Welsh people, there's been like a study about their kind of like their accent and how it like perfectly matches with singing.
What do you guys think of the new Bond theme? The Billie Eilish.
It's okay. It's pretty standard.
I think it fits it. I think it sounds
It's just-
sounds pretty Bondy. That's what I say about that.
It's not like it's nothing special though. You know what I mean? Like it's not one that I've sang along to.
I'm not a guy for a lot of charts music.
Yeah, well, we know that.
Oh, you're such a hipster, JJ.
You're so cool, man.
I'm not hipster enough.
You're such a hipster. I don't like things that are popular.
What's your favourite band then, JJ?
What's my favourite band? Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Other than the Jonas Brothers.
Can't stop!
Addicted to the shindig.
shindig.
Chose not a life for limitation. Each that love is living on the West End.
I listen to a lot of Raining Men right now. What's your guilty pleasure songs? Mine's just Raining Men.
Oh, tune. Dirty tune.
Call me maybe. Hey, I just met you.
Do you actually? Is that your actual Dirty Pleasure song?
Do you say dirty pleasure?
Dirty Pleasure.
Dirty pleasure, guilty pleasure.
Probably Timber. It's going down.
I'm going down.
I'm yelling
I'm
timber. You better move. You better dance.
We've certainly divulged a lot today from the subject, but I think that's because James Bond's really fucking boring.
Yeah, I thought we'd have more fun with this one.
Oh, speak for yourselves. I've enjoyed myself.
James Bond, every film is the fucking same, basically.
That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah.
But do you have a favourite?
Skyfall.
Yeah, probably Casino Royale, because it just changes it.
All the Halo games are the same, but number 3 is my favourite.
It changes it up a little bit with Casino Royale, but like it's basically the same kind of concept every time. Bond breaks the rules, fights the villain, has sex with somebody, nearly gets killed by the villain, then beats them in the end. Every film.
Essentially, you've hit the nail on the head.
That's like all rom-coms are the same then.
Yeah, no one's disagreeing that all rom-coms are the same.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's what...
Bond is its own genre.
I think a lot of people will be like upset if you break from the formula, don't they?
See, I prefer that more. I like it when they break formula because it's more entertaining.
I do too. I'm just saying from like a filmmaker's.
Yeah, well, that's why there's so many Fast and Furious movies. It's because people like more of the same.
A lot of people didn't like The Last of Us 2, did they?
No, but I respected it tenfold because it broke the mold. I'm a hipster though. I'm a mad fucking hipster.
I gotta admit, I can't afford it, so
Well, you'll need to enter a fucking draw then.
Yes, boy.
And you might win it.
I guess I'll have to enter the Bro You Haven't draw for a chance to win your free copy.
We need to think of a game. If anyone, because that's a PS4 exclusive, man. So if there's anyone out there that's got an Xbox, tell us what game you would like, and we can put that in the draw because I can't think of one.
Okay, so next week is our 10th episode.
What is it? Fuck.
So we're going to do something special.
Yeah.
Let's do a surprise episode and just turn up on the day and see what we talk about.
Yeah, we'll do a surprise episode. Whatever comes out will come out.
I'm coming out.
Have a lovely week, everybody, and
We'll see you soon, everybody. See you soon, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye 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 bye.
Baggins.
bye.
Fuck me. See you later.
Thank you for listening to the Bro You Haven't podcast. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Bro You Haven't Pod for updates on future episodes and more. If you like this week's episode, you can catch our other episodes on Spotify, Acast, and YouTube. On behalf of myself, Adam, and Josh, Have a lovely week. Goodbye.